Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy. We're back with FM23 and IFK Goteborg, and today we've got the Europa League knockout playoff round. We managed to get through the league phase, still in the competition, and we are up against Osijek of Croatia in the knockout playoff round. And I think if we play well, we should be able to win this tie and get through to the round of 16, but it's a big if. We need to play well. And last episode, we lost both our games. There were tough games, though, Benfica and Hoffenheim, and a little bit of nonsense in there as well. But hopefully we can get past Osijek and get through to the round of 16, which will be the furthest we've got in any European competition so far. If you're enjoying the series, as always, drop a like in the video, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on, check out the second channel down below, and let's jump into it. So we took on Benfica last episode. We actually led twice. We had a goal inside 15 seconds, and we also led going into half time. But then an absolute bullshit penalty decision gave Benfica the equaliser, and from there they just tore us to pieces and won 6-2. If you didn't see the penalty decision, go back and watch it, because I still don't know what it was given for. Then we lost 2-0 at home to Hoffenheim. Had a couple of injuries to centre forwards, and that meant that Kulikov played by himself up top, and he was completely frozen out of the game. He scored a 5.8. However, the 6 games before that we didn't lose, and we did enough to get through to the knockout playoff round. We did just miss out on the top 8, so we were in the lower bracket for the playoff draw. So today we have both legs against Osijek, who did finish level on points with us and only just ahead of us. So we've got quite a favourable draw there, considering we could have got Tottenham, Roma, Sporting, Villarreal. We've kind of gotten away with it there, so I'm happy with that. So we've got both legs against Osijek today, but we do have a lot of other stuff to get through as well. We made a lot of signings, and now February is upon us. The transfer window's open, so let's see what's happened in the transfer window. We will start with the outs, starting with David Seguir, whose contract expired. He's now a free agent. He wasn't playing. He was like 4th choice midfielder. Hussein Karneo, the Afghan, has gone to Sirius. £75,000 fee for him. We probably could have got a lot more than that, but you know, I want to kind of help out the other Swedish sides. This has got some building nation aspects, and yeah, he wasn't getting especially much game time. He did get a handful of goals for us in the time that he was here, but he's now left the club as well. Gustav Norlin found himself out of favour at Goteborg as well. He's gone to Elfsborg. We got £250,000 for him, and yeah, he didn't really get too much attack in return for us when he was playing, and yeah, he barely featured last season, so he's moved on as well. Got some pace about him, but technically he's not quite good enough for us, and he's 29 as well. The biggest loss though is Jacob Ondrejka. His loan finished. He went back to Inter Milan, and what happened last season was we tried to reloan him, and the Inter kept saying no until eventually they said yes. The intention was to do that again, but I went in a little bit too late, and Pisa of Italy got there first. So that means we have no Jacob Ondrejka this season. Jacob's a good player. He got 9 goals and 10 assists for us last season. He was really, really good. One of our best players. But unfortunately, he's not going to be here this season, and he's a great player, as you can see. So hopefully we'll see him back soon. So that is all of the outs. So now let's have a look at the ins, and there are precisely 14 players here to go through, starting with Jose Salvatierra, who is a Bolivian centre forward. He's gone back to Bolivia on loan at Petrolero, but he is a Göteborg player. Physically, he's not great, but he's got 14 finishing, 13 dribbling, 15 first touch, so technically he looks good, and hopefully those physicals will improve. £50,000 is all we paid for him, so it's a low risk move as well. Christoph Bunke is a German midfielder. We've signed him from Elversberg. Just £75,000. Elversberg, a side in the 4th tier of Germany in the regional leagues. And again, a very low risk move. So got some good mentals in there, and his tackling isn't too bad. So I'm thinking ball winning midfielder on defend for him. With that tackling, he's got good bravery as well. So again, another low risk move there. Another Christoph. This is Christoph Bergener. We've signed him from Graz AK in Austria. He's 17 years old, bit more of an attacking midfielder, and he cost just £2,000 from Graz AK. I think he was in their reserve team or a B team or something, because it was such a cheap fee. This is Georgius Gilson. He's Belgian. He's 17 years of age, and he has really good passing, good technique, some decent mentals in there as well. Anticipation's good, decision making's good. So again, a player with some potential there. Just £20,000 from San Nicolas, a semi-pro side in Belgium. This is Eri. He's a Brazilian. He's 18 years of age. Noticing a theme here. They're all teenagers. Again, more of a defensive midfielder than a centre-back. He has got 16 tackling. He's got 19 bravery. Got decent strength. Teamwork's good. And he's come from Brazil. From America. Does that say? America Football Club? or American Natal. It's hard to tell what the names are with these 3-letter names for Brazil. £75,000 fee for him. Again, a very cheap, low-risk deal. And he's 2.5-star current ability as well, so he might get some game time in the upcoming cup matches. This is Ronald Ronaldo. He is 19, just turned 19 at the end of January, so he might have just missed out on that ability to become homegrown. In which case, he's already worth £1.5 million and we paid just £3.5 for him, so we could just make up some money for him. I'm fine with that. We're trying to sell him to another Swedish club as well. But again, 16 tackling. He's again more of a ball-winning midfielder, I think, than a centre-back. Bravery is good. Physicals aren't too bad either, so a bit of potential there. This is Max Dyson. Hopefully he's going to be hoovering up the balls at the back. He's 18 years of age. He's actually come from England, so it's a bit more of an expensive wage. £1,200 a week for the 18-year-old. Signed from Mansfield Town, £450,000. One of the most expensive transfers so far. But he could walk into this team, I think. He can get some game time at centre-back, and he's more of a ball-playing defender as well. Really good passing, great first touch, aggressive, brave, positioning's good as well. So I like the look of Max Dyson. He might get some minutes here and there as well. Luis Mena is a 18-year-old from Chile. He's a centre forward. He's come from Universidad Católica, or as Secular Card likes to call them, the Catholic Daddies. Looks like a decent striker with great potential again. 15 finishing, 16 dribbling, good determination, good teamwork. Quickness is getting there as well. £475,000, a lot of money for an 18-year-old, but I feel like he could be a future star striker for us. Philip Merkel, a 17-year-old that has come from Oberhausen in Germany, £200,000 for him. He's got good physicals. He's pretty quick already. Crossing's not too bad. Technique's pretty good. Again, bravery and flair as well. Not really too important as a winger, but always nice to have those. Mario Finsterer from Austria. He's come from Kufstein, and he was a free transfer. Kufstein is a semi-pro side in Austria. More of an advanced midfielder. Great passer with the ball. Really good off the ball. First touch isn't too bad. So again, some good potential there. He's already 2.5 stars. Bo van Hoof is a Belgian from Dessel. He's a left back. Fitness isn't too bad. Physicals are quite good. Crossing's okay. Passing's not too bad. Decent decision making. Determination's high. A first team signing this. Malaya Diane is going to be essentially a replacement to Ondrejka for this season. He looks pretty good. He's come from Riga in Latvia after moving from Senegal. £500,000 is the fee for him. Fitness is pretty good. Physically, 13 pace isn't too bad, but he's got 15 dribbling. He's got 15 finishing. He's got 15 first touch. He's got great decision making. He's really good off the ball. He could revert to being an inside forward on the left-hand side. I really like the look of that. We've been using the inverted winger on the left, but maybe going to an inside forward could be the way to go. He could also play as a centre forward as well, so there's that option as well with Diagne. But he looks like a really exciting player. Just 23, not homegrown, which is obviously the con to having him over on Ondrejka, but I think we've got enough homegrown players that we should be okay with squad management. This is Laurent Bănescu. He's Romanian, he's 17, and we've gone to an old stomping ground of ours. We've gone back to Steaua Bucharest for him, not FCSB, the proper Steaua Bucharest. I've even added them to my scarf collection. He's a left-sided player. Crossing's not too bad. Dribbling's good. And then physically, again, 12 pace can only improve with time. He's only 17. And again, a very, sensible fee. £250,000 for him. And then our last signing for now, this is Delis Colander. He is homegrown, so we did get a homegrown player in this transfer window. He is on loan for the season from Juventus. But now, technically, he's not as good, but he's got good mentals, he's got good stamina and natural fitness, so he could be a player to bring on from the bench late in the game just to give that bit of energy in midfield. Looks like a ball-winning midfielder, but just 11 tackling. It's a little bit low for me, but it's a loan signing. He's homegrown. It's just another squad option. And that is all the transfers so far. So we've spent £2.2 million. We've sold 1.3 worth. We've still got £4 million in the bank and plenty of wage budget to play with as well. So there's definitely areas that we can still improve. I think the wings still need a bit of work because we haven't seen the best from those players. I'd like to play probably for the right-hand side, and then maybe a bit of backup for the left as well. Our new players can't play in the Europa League, so they're not available for the Aussie game. Of which we will jump into now with the first leg. So with the left-hand side, we have no Ondrejka. So the options for the left are Markovic, Ajanovic, Peñalosa, and that's it really. Olivieri could play there. We've got him there as the inside forward on support. So we'll try with that today. He's not match fit, but we'll have him in there today. We'll have Abdullahi alongside Kulikov, and the rest of the team is pretty much picking itself. And we have a bench as well. So this is the team that's going to play the first leg, and hopefully we can win. We're at home. We need a lead from this. Hopefully we'll get it. Last season, our European run was brought to an end by Pogoni of Poland. And this season, hopefully we can go that a little bit further and get to the round of 16 and maybe beyond there. We'll have to wait and see. But I think if we get through this, there'll be a very, very tough game at the end of it. Okay, we are well underway. Let's see how this game goes. I mean, early stages here, the Croatians are having the possession and the passing really well, which is a bit of a worry. Hopefully we can get into the game. Melvenberg clears the ball up to Abdullahi, and this is our chance maybe to create something. 15 minutes in, Abdullahi takes it past the defender. He could go himself all the way here, and he does. Suleiman Abdullahi makes it 1-0 in the 16th minute with a solo goal, and I guess against the run of play, because Osijek have had like 70% possession in this first 10-15 minutes, and we've gone up the other end here. Abdullahi all by himself and scored. He takes it past the defender with ease, and there's just nobody anywhere near him. He's got all the time in the world, and the keeper's like on his knees when the shot's taken. They don't seem to be creating much Osijek though, despite their possession. Here's Čeberko to Skoric. And the through ball. Oh, missed header. Oh, and that's not gone well at all. Ivan Fjolic equalises for the Croats, and we haven't defended that especially well at all. I think there was a couple of mistakes in there, not just Dahlberg. Let's see the replay though. It was Skoric with the ball to Mikolčić, and a missed header by, I think that was Bungsbo, and Fjolic with an easy finish, and Dahlberg. Oh, it was Johansson actually. I don't think Bungsbo's not playing. And after the 2 defeats against Benfica and Hoffenheim, oh, Lovric, I think he's onside there. It's not good. They're 2-1 up. I've underestimated them, I think. I think Osijek are a good side. The fact that they're here shows that they are. So, you know, I've got to treat them with some respect. But that's 2 goals they've got now. Lovric was onside. He's controlled the ball. Dahlberg has come out and not really committed to anything there. He's on a 6.2. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do about Dahlberg. I don't want to replace him, but he's almost forcing my hand at this point. I mean, going to half time, trailing 2-1. Now, they're playing a narrow diamond, so they're using the middle of the pitch, which means that our wide areas, we should have a lot of space. And I don't think we're really using it at the moment. See, that's the issue, is they've got a lot of bodies in midfield, and I think we just can't really cope with it. We have just 2 centre midfielders, so we need to use that width if we can. Kulikov is bundled down by Barisic. This could be our chance. They're going to go down to 10 men here. Barisic is sent off, second booking. I'm not going attacking because I don't think we should be taking risks at this point because we can concede a third. But I feel like we should get another man in midfield. I don't know how they're going to set up with their sending off, but I'm going to get another player in midfield. And it's going to be... I don't have Loftus-Cheek on the bench. I think he's injured. It's going to be Carlen. He's going to play... he's actually going to play as the ball winner. And Kuzu's going to play as an anchor. Just get that extra body in midfield. Sweep up the balls. And I'm going to put Olivieri on an attacking duty. See if we can get back into this game. I mean, we have a man advantage now. So hopefully we can use that. But Kalle Hansen's won the ball there. Here's Melvin Berg. Can he have another good season? We'll see. Abdullahi sent on his way. He's going to get there first, and it's the open goal, and Bralic has got there to clear it off the line. Abdullahi just needed a little bit more on that shot. But this has been an underwhelming first leg from our perspective. We've had 9 shots on target, but we're going to lose 2-1. I don't know what really to say about that. That hasn't been good. I can't believe we've lost that game. I thought we were going to actually have a chance of getting through this. And a 2.37 XG. We're against 10 men for well over half an hour. It's not good enough. I mean, look at that momentum. We were all over them in that match, and we just could not get the result. And the XG, we had chances throughout that game. Didn't take them, and that has cost us. So now we need a win in Croatia. So we have got a weekend cup game before we go into the second leg. So we can rotate for that, hopefully win, and we'll be at full strength again for the second leg. Well, the cup game was a routine 5-0 win against second-tier guys. And Kulikov got a hat-trick before half-time. And Ahmad Home got his first 2 senior goals for the club's 17-year-old forward. Got good finishing and played up top and got a couple of goals. So good for him. Osijek, second leg in Croatia. We trailed 2-1 after losing at home. So this needs to be a massive performance. Nissen and Johansson are going to play as well. Nissen and Bungsbo haven't got a good link together, so they're not going to play together. But the back four, Tronsen and Hausner keep their places. Dahlberg keeps his place for now as well. I'm going to go Kulikov and Abdullahi once again. It's going to have to be Markovic on the left-hand side because we don't have anyone else there that can really play. Olivier is an option from the bench. He's not fully fit, but he should be able to play some minutes. Okay, second leg. I think we owe Osijek after the first leg because we probably should have scored more than the 1 goal against them. And now we need to go out there and win in Croatia. So it's got to be a huge performance. I'm going to fire up from kickoff and see if we can get ahead early in this game because the early goal is going to be very, very, very important. But Osijek look like a good side, and I think I'm underestimating them. They're a side that keep the ball really well and a side that pass it really well as well. So I think I've underestimated them a bit. And they've got a corner kick here with Fiolic. They're playing in the blue and white today. We're in our away kit of the red. But we have a throw in here with Anders Tronsen. 12 minutes of the game gone. Here's Elias Hagen. That's a good ball. Abdullah heads it down for Kulikov. And Kulikov makes it 1-0 on the night and equalises on aggregate. It's 2-2. And Kulikov, after a couple of bad performances, gets on the score sheet. He did score a hat-trick in the cup, but we're not counting that. That's a glorified friendly as far as I'm concerned. Those cup games in the groups. He's got a big goal here. That's a massive goal. Janjic again looking over the top for Lovric. He's going to find him. Goalkeeper's got to do well here, and he doesn't. Christian Lovric is scoring a lot at the moment, and he's put Osijek back in front on aggregates. 1-1 on the night, but they now lead 3-2. Again, we've been caught with that ball over the top, and the defender hasn't got there, and Dahlberg, just make yourself big, man. You're going too close to your near post. Let's get rid of it. Fiolic. Here he is. Again, that ball looking for Lovric. Oh, and the defending is laughable. What are you doing? It's 2-1 again. Once again, they're leading 2-1. They're now 4-2 up on aggregate. They got a 2-goal lead. And the defender there was laughable. There was 2 centre-backs there. And it's almost like they were arguing about who wants the ball. Look at them. Okay, half-time. We need to sort ourselves out. We really need to sort ourselves out. I'm going to go for a thrash of the arms. Because over the 2 legs, we need to be better than this. This just isn't good enough. Got Lovric. Has got all the space in the world on this left channel. He's going to cut inside here and look for the goal. He's going to square it. Oh, it's a good stop. I think the keeper had it covered as well. Here's Janic. It's all too little too late, this. We've got 10 minutes to go. We need 2 goals. I just praised. Why did I praise? Oh, it's all going out the window. It's all going out the window. It's all going to end in tears. 3 minutes of injury time. That second leg, there was not nearly enough effort there. 0.44 XG. Defensively, we were poor, and we just did not create enough. Like that was a feeble attempt at a comeback. That really was. Look at the XG. We had that early goal, and then from then barely anything. That was a laughable attempt at a comeback. That really was. First leg, we should have scored more than we did, and we didn't. There, we didn't deserve anything. So do you know what? I'm going to thrash the arms after that. And over the 2 legs, that just was not good enough. But looking at the teams that we had in that draw, Osijek was one of the more favourable ones. It was Osijek and it was Servette of Switzerland. Those were the 2 sides that I felt like we had a chance against. We get a favourable draw, and that happens. So I'm very disappointed. Before we go, let's just have a look at what happened to the other Swedish sides. I'm pretty sure we had a couple of Swedish sides in the league phase of the Conference League. Who was that? Yeah, Malmö and Elfsborg, and they both got through in the top 8. So Malmö and Elfsborg are both in the round of 16 for the Europa Conference League, so they've done very well. Elfsborg didn't lose a game. Malmö won 5 out of 6. The only defeat they had came to Sporting Braga, so they've done very well. They're still in the competition, so they've got a chance of really upping our coefficients between them. Okay, the round of 16 has been drawn. Malmö are away against AA Ghent, and Elfsborg are away against West Ham. So hopefully they can win their ties and get through to the quarterfinals. They were both away from home in the first leg though, so fingers crossed that they can get through. How are the coefficients looking at the moment? We did well in our group, so hopefully we're in a good place. Our current points so far this season is 11.375, which is lots more than Norway, more than Croatia, more than Cyprus, more than Serbia, more than Scotland. So going into next season, where are we looking at potentially finishing? We're looking at being in 13th at the moment, but there might be some sides below us that will get more points. I think we've got a chance of getting that 13th place. at the end of this. I think we're in with a good shout there. And 13th is big. So top 15, we will get a 5th side into Europe. 13th means that the league winner will go straight into the Champions League playoff. So that is actually huge. 13th place would be a massive get. We have a new league season to look forward to as well. Our first game of the season is not against Malmo. There's a surprise. There's actually away from home against Elfsborg. So we're going to do the first game of the new Allsvenskan season next episode, now that we are out of the Europa League. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new. Turn notifications on. Check out the second channel down below. Our European run is coming to an end for now, but we will rejoin that in the summer. Next episode, we kick off the new league season. We're going to try and win our title back after we lost it to Malmo, and that starts against Elfsborg. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.